first day at Queen's was the 16th of September 2019, and I remember standing outside the gates in front of the Lanyon building, and stepping across that threshold was like stepping into another world. Something that you dream about for such a long period of time, and think that all the possible ways of fulfilling that dream has evaporated with your age and with your years, and then to suddenly realise that this is actually day one of a new adventure for me. It actually was a very emotional day, you know, and I can honestly say, hand on heart, in the year that I spent at Queen's, my age has never been an issue with anybody other than myself.
So I always liked the thought of being a nurse, and when I was younger at school I was a bit of a rascal. I didn't really like the academic sort of things. My mother, I had her tortured, and at that time the academic side just wasn't for me, so I took off on the scenic route of life. And through all those experiences, I've kind of bundled them up together and decided later in life I'll give back to the community, my experiences, and share things that I've seen that maybe might make life easier or better for those who are suffering now. And I am academically minded now, so things did take a turn on the way. Whenever I did decide to apply, I thought, oh sure, I'm old enough to be some of their mommies. But I found that it actually benefits going back later in life. It benefits me because it gives me more confidence, and the experience that I have just in life experience. It also helps too with peers, and for the younger students, sometimes look at me like their mommy, and they would call me their placement mommy or something. But it's a nice feeling too to know that, you know, somebody's, you know, looking at you like a wee bit of support.
Like nursing's always sort of been like a part of, you know, our lives, because my mum, quite a lot of my aunties and uncles are nurses in the Philippines. Basically, you know, and then around about 2003, whenever they did this mass hiring, everybody sort of came over here. So whenever I started working in Belfast in a mental health unit, I approached my manager basically, and I said to him, look, is there any possibilities of studying with the Open University? My manager was like, yes, no worries. As soon as whenever they're recruiting again, put your name down, go for an interview, hopefully you'll get in. I was lucky that I got in the first try.
My brother has Parkinson's, and at this stage I was already working in the hospital as a healthcare assistant when he was diagnosed, and that was it was with the encouragement from the staff that I worked with. Being involved with his care was kind of like the impetus. Knowing that the changes that you can make to somebody's life through nursing and the support that you can give them. His journey has just shown me so many things, and how many different people can be involved in the difference it can make. It's just where I want to be, because I know you can make such a difference, even just the wee smallest differences. And all it takes is one smile from one patient, and you know, it wasn't that bad a day.
Well, yeah, I always had a stigma that men weren't in nursing. Whenever I spoke to male nurses, you know, they enjoyed their work and they had no problem with it, as well as that I was thinking about what my friends and family would think. But again, all very supportive. They didn't have an issue with it at all. So I think getting over that stigma, you know, was difficult at the start, but now it's not a problem at all. Usually whenever somebody does bring it up, like for example, somebody I maybe know and they're saying, they kind of look at you as if to say you're a man in nursing, generally they have a family member or someone in their life that, you know, has maybe been in hospital or suffering from mental health problems, and if they sort of realise that you're there to help them, that, you know, it shouldn't matter if you're male or female.
I think it's really good because there's a lot of men don't really want to open up to women a lot. If they know that other men experience what they're experiencing, I think that's really good that they have someone there that they can talk to, and meals really do provide that and care. I've seen loads of patients actually open up to more meals.
It was like a little birdie on my shoulder going, Jenny, you want to be a nurse, and you know there still is time. And one of my colleagues said to me, why don't you ask, there's a new applications out for Open University, why don't you ask the new management team how they would feel? You've nothing to lose. So I did. I emailed the new midwifery manager and said I was a band 2, would really want to be a nurse, and I funded myself with the Access course. It's something I really want to do. I'm passionate about it, and would there be any chance I could have the okay to apply? And I got an email the next day to say she would support me fully and to apply and see what happens. So I did so. I got an interview. The interview was set for Thursday. On the Monday I found out I was pregnant. So the letter came and it said that I hadn't been successful for this year's intake, but I had a deferred offer for a year, which was just absolutely amazing. It meant that I didn't have to give away my dream again. I'm a single parent, and there has been times along the road where it's been tough, really tough, but I've kept on going because there's been people in my life that has pushed me, and my dream and my desire to be a nurse has pushed me, and it's in touching distance now.
I feel like nursing's for everybody, all ages, all genders, all ethnicities. Just do whatever makes you happy. And
went to Queen's in Belfast and studied biological sciences. So it was a 3-year course. When I finished it, I got a job as a research scientist. I think I just sort of realised that being in a lab and not being in a person-facing role wasn't really for me. You know, it didn't really suit my personality, and so I thought back, and because healthcare was always there at the back of my mind, you know, I automatically thought of nursing and decided to go for it and apply for it. Friends and family, they're all very supportive and very encouraging. A lot of people had said to me about, you know, they think with my personality and stuff, they think I would make a good nurse. And when I am working as a healthcare assistant and patients do ask, are you studying, what are you doing? And if they find out, they would say it too. So it's definitely very encouraging and nice to hear that, you know. It's just reaffirming, I guess, in my head that I didn't make a mistake by coming into the profession. And yeah, the support has been brilliant, so I couldn't have asked for anything better.
I don't have any family that's in healthcare at all. Mum's an accountant and Dad's an aerospace engineer, so very, very different. At the start they were kind of like, oh really, that's what you want to do? But then now it's like, yeah, you'll be good. Yeah, and they're very supportive.
If you're sitting in your living room thinking, I would love to do nursing, but because I'm in my 30s or my 40s, I'm too old. I'm now in my early 60s. So what I would say is it can be done. You know, nursing doesn't have anything to do with your age. Nursing has to do with what's inside you, what you believe you can do, what you know you can bring to people who need your help.